In a brand new Today's Special, Mr. Andrew Lessman, for over 40 years, dedicated to the ultimate supplements, the best vitamins in the world. And first and foremost, I am over the moon to say that 2 years later, Andrew is live with us in the studio. Andrew, I feel like this is a mirage. It's great to see you.
It's really peculiar. I was on earlier with Bobby, and it's sort of like a, whatever you call it, an out-of-body experience. It's strange to be in the studio.
It's amazing.
But it's amazing. I mean, it's kind of emotionally moving a little bit to be here because I've been doing this live in a studio for over 30 years.
A lifetime.
And over 30 years is a long time. And then for 2.5 years, to be sort of cooped up at home doing it in front of a camera, it's just remarkable to be back here, really exciting, and back to normal a bit.
There's an energy in the studio. We can feel it. I know you'll feel it as well. Andrew, let's do what we do best. Let's talk about the ultimate essential vitamin.
And it's perfect that we come back here with this, because this is really where it all starts.
Yes.
This is the foundation of good nutrition. It's really the foundation of where my company started. Originally, we had called it, back in the day, 43 years ago, we called it Essential 100. Now we call it Essential 1. And what Essential 1 delivers, it delivers the vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients that are defining of what a nutritious diet is, that unfortunately we don't get in the US. But it does it in a way that no other multivitamin you could buy in any store or even buy on the internet. You're not gonna find any multivitamin that does what we do with this product in terms of the quality of nutrition, in terms of the potency of the product, in terms of the purity of the product. And again, the reason why all the products out in the market kind of look the same is because they're all made by the same companies. They're all made by contract manufacturers. Over 90% of the vitamins you'll see out in stores or on the internet are made by contract manufacturers. My product, the only way we can make a different product is if we literally made it ourselves, because otherwise it's going to look like all the others. So if we wanted a different level of purity, a different quality of ingredient, a different potency of ingredient, a different dosage form, a capsule without additives, we had to develop the technology to do it ourselves. And that's why Essential 1 is unlike any vitamin you'll find anywhere. And right now it seems like all of the rock-hard horse tablets that are defining of multivitamins, they're still out there, but it seems they're slowly being replaced not by wonderful capsules like mine that are small and easy to swallow and contain no additives, but now by gummies that contain a whole new world of additives and contain 15, 20, 25 calories a gummy. So we replace terrible tablets that are just a terrible experience with gummies that are like candy. At one time, there used to be something that they called the jelly bean rule, that you couldn't just take a jelly bean, put some vitamins in it, and magically it became healthy. What are gummies? They basically violate that jelly bean rule, because they're nothing but usually sugar-laden, calorie-laden candies that we put some vitamins in and magically it became healthy. It's just, again, it shows that this health industry that I'm supposedly part of, it's not really a health industry. They really don't care about the quality of the ingredients. They don't care about the nature of the dosage form. And unfortunately, that's the products that are competitive products with this. But as I often say, they're not competitors. They're just ridiculously made products that don't deliver the nutrients in the form you want, at the levels you want, and in a dosage form you want. So it's kind of unfortunate that there aren't better competitors to this product out there, but at least you can get this product, best pricing ever, despite all that you hear about inflation out in the world, and inflation is real. I see it every day in the materials we get. Our Essential 1 today, best pricing it's ever been. Our Essential 1 with CoQ10, best pricing it's ever been. Less than 20 cents a day for a multivitamin like this, which is like a separate vitamin D, a separate vitamin C, a separate vitamin E, and if you choose, a separate CoQ10. So nothing like it in the world.
We are really excited to offer this. And to Andrew's point, you get to choose today to go with the addition of CoQ10 or without CoQ10. The value, obviously, adding in the CoQ10 is huge. You know, it's the benefit, it's the convenience of a one a day, right? For so many of us, we know we're not getting maybe all the vitamins and nutrients we need. So a one a day vitamin is a good idea. Andrew's, when you stack it up against the others, is far superior. It's the best. This is that one thing that you do for you. Obviously, once a year, it's a Today's Special. That's why it makes sense to buy it today and to stock up. Value is through the roof, free shipping and handling, 30-day return policy, already thousands reserved. I always enjoy talking about this because it's what I started with Andrew. It's what I take religiously every day. But just to clarify again, there are two choices. You can go without CoQ10 or with CoQ10. Obviously, Andrew, that's a wonderful added benefit to go with.
Well, CoQ10, originally 100 milligrams of CoQ10, the rule of thumb back when I introduced CoQ10, and I'm not aware of anyone else who was selling CoQ10 at the time in 1984, but we initially introduced CoQ10 in 1984. What is that? Is that 38 years ago?
Yep.
That's frightening. But when we did that, the rule of thumb, 100 milligrams of CoQ10, 100 milligrams would be about $1, 100 cents. So that would be about $1 a day. So the CoQ10 today, 38 years later, is 20 cents a day. The best value you're ever going to find in my products for CoQ10 is when you add it to Essential1 today. And today is the only day we do this. So you get 20 cents a day, less than 20 cents a day for the multivitamin in the large size. For another 20 cents a day, you're getting CoQ10. And CoQ10, as much as all the B-complex vitamins and other components in your body are critical for energy production, CoQ10 is at the very top of the list of how your body goes about producing energy. CoQ10 is involved in electron transport. It's also a very protective molecule because it could capture electrons, a reactive species in your body that might otherwise cause harm. So it's both essential for energy production and essential for protecting your body. So it's a remarkable molecule, and it's also strange to think that the energy that all of us as human beings experience, it's the result of electrons being moved around intentionally within our cells. So we have 100 trillion cells. That energy we all experience, whatever you're doing now, whatever you ever do, it's going to be a result of electrons being moved around. CoQ10 is the very center of that process of moving electrons within your cells to experience the energy we all experience. Unfortunately, as we get older, and by older I mean just over the age of 20, our levels of CoQ10 in our body start going down. And that's why CoQ10 supplementation becomes critical, especially as we become older. I've been taking CoQ10 every day since 1984. And CoQ10 is something that, like vitamin D, vitamin B12, vitamin C, vitamin E, I'd never want to go a day without. And really, when it comes to terms of what's the most important single nutrient to supplement, I might say it's CoQ10. So really, a truly complete once daily multivitamin isn't just my Essential1, but if you can afford it, it's the Essential1 with CoQ10.
I think for every one of us who just wants that feel good of I'm doing something right for myself, for my body, if you're going to take a capsule, a vitamin, a multivitamin, obviously you want to take the best. If you're going to bother taking one, you want to take the one that's got the most bang for your buck. When you compare this to the other big names and brands, like I used to take Centrum as an example, just when you do your own due diligence and you compare the label on Andrew's to the labels on others, Andrew, there is no competition.
Well, when you read the label, first of all, if you go through the ingredients, say vitamin B12, you look at all the leading vitamins out there, you'll see B12 in the form of cyanocobalamin. Cyano. Kind of sounds familiar, C-Y-A-N-O. It starts the same as the word cyanide.
Oh boy.
Cyanide is poison. When your body, if you can even absorb their B12 or it gets to you, when that B12 is metabolized by your body, it liberates trace amounts of cyanide. Yes, there's trace amounts of cyanide in our diet, but why would we with a supplement choose to add additional levels of cyanide to our body? The form of B12 that your body actually uses is methylcobalamin, not cyanocobalamin. Cyanocobalamin is synthetic. When it's processed by your body, it yields cyanide. Methylcobalamin is exactly what your body needs, what your body wants, what your body uses. Why is it that the other brands don't use methylcobalamin? Because they make their multivitamins as they made them since I was a little kid. And when I was a little kid, they contained cyanocobalamin. So cyanocobalamin is not something you'll find in any of my products, but you'll find in all the leading multivitamins. And all the typical multivitamins you'll see in store shelves, discount stores, pharmacies, all over the country. I'd probably say 99% of the B12 found in supplements is cyanocobalamin. Wow. A frightening thought. Folic acid. About a third or maybe 40% or more of the US population can't use folic acid. We fortify bread with it, we put it in multivitamins, we put it in all sorts of foods. And then almost half the population can't use it. Yet the form of folic acid we can use, something called 5-MTHF, 5-methyl tetrahydrofolate. That form is, again, just like methylcobalamin, that's the form that goes to work in your body. That's the form your body needs, wants, and uses. But you won't find it in any of the leading multivitamins. In fact, once again, I'd probably say more than 99% of the folic acid found in foods, found in supplements, is not 5-MTHF that we use, that your body uses and needs, but folic acid that about half of us can't use or benefit from. So I could go down the list of ingredients in this product and talk about how each and every one of them is different for an objectively unbiased positive reason. Yet you won't find these ingredients in typical products because they cost more, because they're not as easy to get, not as easy to utilize in a product. But it's amazing to me because the companies making those other products, either they are knowingly choosing to make an inferior product, or even worse, they lack the scientific and medical knowledge to know that they're making an inferior product. Either one of those explanations is frightening. But again, with my products, despite the lengths that we go to make a product that's different and unique in an objectively, scientifically, medically established way, superior, that it doesn't cost much more, or it doesn't cost more at all if you look at what's in it. Because not only do we give you superior ingredients and superior purity, and a product that's an ultrafine powder that's easy to absorb and not a rock-hard tablet that will upset your stomach, that's hard to swallow, but when you look at our product, we actually give you more. So we not only give you quality, we give you quantity. You get both. Usually you have to choose between the two.
Right.
You get more quantity, you get better quality, and you'll get a better experience. And it will actually deliver benefits that you'll feel and make a difference. And that's worth less than 20 cents a day.
Right.
And to add, if you want to add another 20 cents for an extremely expensive ingredient, CoQ10, only 20 cents a day. And again, that investment you make today, it's not something that only lasts a month or 2 or 3 months. It's only 1 capsule a day. That large size is going to last you more than a year, more than 13 months. So when you look at that investment over the period of time you use it, it's economical. What is it? A cup of coffee costs a few dollars a day now. For a few dollars a day, you're getting a couple of weeks of Essential1, not just a day.
If you're just tuning in, yes, Mr. Andrew Lessman is here. All is right with the world. Andrew is live in the studio. This is HSN. This is your vitamin.
It's not like I wasn't live before. I've always been alive. I just wasn't in the studio. But
Thank you for clarifying.
Just in case it sounds he's live in the studio, what was I before? So
this is a live as it happens situation, folks. And what I can tell you is we're alive and kicking with the number of folks ordering. Here's the details in terms of options and sizes and prices. You can see how enthusiastic I am. I love presenting this with Andrew. It is the go-to best in the world. If you want to go for Andrew's Essential1 with CoQ10, absolutely you can do. You can go without CoQ10 as well. The sizes that are there are going to be the 50, 100, 200, or that specialty 400 capsule size. The price today is $79. You're saving more than you're spending. You heard what Andrew just said about CoQ10. Look, it's a great add-on. It's a great benefit. It's so important for so many reasons. The value of getting Essential1 with CoQ10 is unrivaled. The price would normally be $369. Today you get it for $159. Again, saves you more than you're spending. I always talk about this, you know, when Andrew's not here live, it's always, I don't want to embarrass you, Andrew, but I do want to say, it's easier when he's on Skype, but I'm going to say it live with Andrew stood there. Of all the products you see on HSN, there has to be one favorite, one bestseller, one biggest, and that is Andrew Lessman, Your Vitamins. And Andrew, that is a reputation and a success that you've nurtured over many years, and it all starts with quality.
Well, it's all about quality because, I mean, if you look at all the biggest retailers in the world, you know, vitamins are really secondary products. To think that vitamins here are the most popular product, it's because when I'm here, it's not, when you see the counter on the screen, the counter on that screen, you know, I always like talking in percents. I would venture to say that 98% of the counter on the screen when I'm here always is reorders.
Yes.
It's nice that new people try our product all the time,
Yep.
but the fact that our products are reordered, when I read the reviews on the products, they'll talk about taking the product for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years. Some will talk about it since I started my company 43 years ago. That's not a normal type of loyalty. And the reason is it's twofold. Our products are unique and special. But the sad fact of the matter is, none of the other companies out in the marketplace have chosen to make their products unique and special. So it's not as though that we've tried to raise the bar ever since day one. I've never used an additive in my products. They've always been 100% pure, no artificial colors, ultrafine powders and capsules that are easy to swallow. And we try to set a bar, and a very high bar. No one's tried to reach that bar.
No.
So I think that's one of the advantages we have. But again, all of my products, I've made products that weren't customer picks. If they're not a customer pick, I go back to the drawing board. It is not acceptable to me to make a product that doesn't, like this product, end up with 4.6, 4.7, right. 4.8 stars, where they're 95+% positive reviews. That's my report card, and if I can't achieve that as a manufacturer, as a designer of products, then I'm not doing a good job. And this is a product that the reviews talk about this product, talk about my CoQ10. The reviews are always virtually perfect. And as far as I'm concerned today, Essential1 and Essential1 with CoQ10, they are perfect products. If I could make them better, I'm a manufacturer, we will make them better. And we've changed them over the years. So it's a product that's always going to be the very, very best it can be in terms of delivering you the benefits you seek. And also, again, and it's a point that I need to emphasize, prices are going crazy. And,
yeah.
and when we're talking about the two products that are today's specials today that we'll be talking about at length, our Essential1, a little bit later, my probiotic Ultimate Friendly Flora, they are both at their best pricing ever.
Amazing.
And that's something that I pride myself as a manufacturer on our ability to continue doing that despite what's been going on in the world for the last couple of years. I remember saying it a couple of years ago, and here we are 2 years later, still best pricing ever for the world's most unique, most pure, most special multivitamin you'll be able to find anywhere, online, in a store. There's nothing like it anywhere.
Again, it boils down to, in this world, you always strive for the best. Let's do the best of what we can. In the world of multivitamins, there is no better. There is no competition. This is the most complete. It's the most potent. It's the most powerful. It makes the most sense for ourselves, for our sons, daughters, husbands, wives, those of us that we know maybe they're not eating all the things they should do. Have you considered a multivitamin? Again, all these big brands with the flashy advertising, nothing competes with Andrew's Essential1. We are extremely busy. If you're on hold, you can always go to hsn.com. It's your fastest way in. That's obviously an opportunity today to take advantage of savings, and we love the savings. If you look again, most popular is those that are offering and ordering with CoQ10. The normal price will be $369. If you order it today, it's $159.90. It saves you over $200. And just to reiterate what Andrew said, best prices ever in a time when most prices are going up.
Yeah, and what's interesting is if we talk about the purity, that it comes in a capsule that's small, soft, I could open one here, and easy to swallow. And again, no additives. It's just, that's the one with CoQ10.
Yes.
It's a yellow powder because of the CoQ10. Who needs artificial colors when you get a pretty color like that from Mother Nature?
I've been doing this for you, Andrew, for the past 2 years.
And you've done a brilliant job.
I learned from the best.
and that's the Essential1, the more white powder. But if you look at the product, purity and all those things, it's kind of a softer benefit. Of course, we don't want to put artificial colors and things like that in our body. They have no place. I mean, if artificial colors were in a food I was eating at a restaurant, that's how they made it the color that was appealing, I'd send it back. And a multivitamin, any vitamin, is all about health, so how could a multivitamin contain an artificial color? To me, it just makes no sense at all. And then they make tablets. Tablets are made by using glues and waxes and binders. They coat them with things like carnauba wax, which is used for car wax. It's crazy the ingredients they contain. But on a level, oftentimes when we think about price or cost or value, we think about how much we're getting. And oftentimes folks think because my product is guaranteed not to upset your stomach, always to be easy to swallow, it must contain less. It must have less potency. It has to be, if it's this small, it has to contain less ingredients. Well, because there's less additives, we actually contain more. But the more exciting thing in terms of value is not just that I'm giving you better quality, better purity, better characteristics in terms of ease of use, that you'll love taking the product. The more exciting thing is when I show you that despite this product being as affordable as it is and having all those incredible qualities like special B12, special vitamin C, special folic acid, we actually give you more. And I'm gonna go through all the leading brands and show you how much more we give you. So it's not just quality, it really is quantity as well. So let's look at vitamin D3.
Okay.
We're like a separate vitamin D3 here, and giving you 2,000 IU. B12, the other most important nutrient to supplement.
Yep.
Ours is a special form, methylcobalamin, the natural form. We protect it so it's not damaged by stomach acid. Our vitamin C is non-acidic. So now when you look at those three critical nutrients and look at all the leading brands, here we have Centrum, two versions of Centrum, two versions of one a day.
Right.
They don't come close.
No.
In terms of vitamin B12 alone, ours is 16 times higher. In this case here, 4 times higher. In this case here, about 6 times higher, 16 times there. In terms of vitamin D, it's twice as high, 3 times as high. In terms of vitamin C, it's roughly 3 times as high, more than double the potency. So
you can't argue with that.
And then we continue here, it's the same thing. So that's vitamin D, vitamin B12, vitamin C. As you keep going, it's the same thing with all the leading brands. These are the most popular brands, all of them much bigger than my brand. Sure. And then we go to vitamin B1, B2, B6, 3 of the most important B vitamins. And again, you're looking at levels that are 6 times higher approximately, almost across the board, 3 times higher there. But again, as we go through all the leading brands, the most popular brands, store brands, the most popular, Walgreens, GNC,
all
Swanson.
recognizable.
Yep, Kirkland, Target, CVS, Geritol. Now we get to Biotin, beauty vitamin. Very expensive.
Yep.
We give you, what, not 4 times, 40 times more biotin. And again, selenium, chromium, 2 of the most important trace minerals, multiple times more again. The 2 of there are pretty good levels.
Right.
But again, as we look at biotin, the beauty vitamin, we give you the levels of biotin you typically expect to get in a hair, skin, and nail vitamin.
Right.
So as we continue here, you see once again, and these are all the leading brands that represent hundreds of millions, if not more than $1 billion in sales in multivitamins, probably. Right. Now, Lycopene, Lutein, Zeaxanthin, extremely expensive carotenoids. And again, basically almost zeros across the board in Centrum, Centrum Silver, 1 a day men's, 1 a day women's, virtually 0. Again, virtually 0, and almost all of them. Lycopene, Lutein, Zeaxanthin, again, virtually 0. GNC, Women's Ultra Mega 1 Daily, and we keep repeating the same brand. So you're seeing, so we're not cherry picking the brands. So as you can see, virtually zeros across the board for Lycopene, Lutein, Zeaxanthin. A couple of them have small amounts. And then last, synthetic vitamin E is what you find in all the typical multivitamins, as you see here, natural alpha tocopherol, and then beta carotene. Yep. Ours is natural, theirs is in all cases synthetic. So again, we give you a better form, and we give you substantially higher levels. In terms of synthetic vitamin E, all of them is synthetic vitamin E, which is less active. We're the only ones giving you natural vitamin E, except here they have some natural vitamin E lower levels. So hopefully that giving you, those are at least, I think it was probably 15 different nutrients. Ours are dramatically higher than all the leading brands in a superior form. They're going to be more effective, deliver you greater benefits. And again, in a small, easy to swallow capsule that won't upset your stomach. So across the board, you're getting substantially more for substantially less, both in terms of quantity and quality.
You see what we just looked at there with Andrew? You see, you can't argue with that. That's why I say it's the best. You look at the numbers, you look at the facts, you look at the comparisons from all those brands, the Kirkland, the Centrum, the 1 a day, whatever it be, there is no comparison, which is why I say to you, of all the things that you see on HSN, when somebody asks me, what should I buy? What one thing should I buy? Every time I'll say Andrew Lessman and his Essential1. There is no multivitamin better in the world today, and we just proved it with those comparisons live on TV. I encourage you, if you take a multivitamin right now, switch it to this one because you get more for your money. You're getting better quality, higher potency, none of the colors or fillers or additives. It's all round a win-win-win. And today, the added win is the lowest price, biggest value ever. I know we don't have much time. Let me go through those opportunities again. So today, with our today's special, that always represents the biggest deal of the year. I'll start with this one. You can choose Andrew's Essential1. 50, 100, 200, or 400. Price is really affordable. I mean, we're looking at $79.90 again for over a year's worth of supply, saving you more than you're spending. We've talked a lot tonight because Andrew is doing an Essential1 with the added benefits of Coenzyme Q10. Again, 50 to 400 capsules. This is the best value. Then you're getting that double punch of the multivitamin with CoQ10. That would cost you $369. You get it for $159.90, saving you $209. It's something good. It's something beneficial to do for yourself. And Andrew, obviously, as we've often talked about, for most of us, we're not getting enough of the right stuff in our diets.
Not for most of us. I would say almost without exception well, first of all, we can't get vitamin D from our diet. That's not happening. We don't get vitamin B12 in significant amounts that's absorbable from our diet. So kind of go down the list. And that's if we ate a great diet. But when it comes to nutrition, you could read the studies that are out there, but basically none of us are getting the levels of vitamins and minerals. And it's just common sense nutritional insurance. It takes 15 seconds a day. There's probably no single healthy act. Exercise is difficult. Modifying our diet to eat truly healthy, very difficult. There's no single healthy act that's more beneficial, that's more simple than making sure you get the vitamins, minerals, the carotenoids that are defining of a healthy diet. And that's what Essential1 provides. You add CoQ10, and it just takes it over the top in terms of supporting energy production in your body, giving your body a critical protective nutrient. But what I was going to do is just read some reviews, because as much as I could go on and talk about the science, and the science talks about things like cognitive function as we age, that nutrient intake is critical for healthy aging of our brain, healthy aging of our liver, healthy aging of our heart. So it goes without saying that a nutritious diet, meaning a diet rich in nutrients, vitamins and minerals, carotenoids, is critical for good health. It also goes without saying that we're not getting and eating that nutritious diet. So it doesn't have to be mine, but a multivitamin, multimineral, even you read things written by the Journal of the American Medical Association, conservative medical organizations. They bend over backwards to not necessarily recommend supplements, but when it comes to a multivitamin, multimineral, they're right there, recognizing that those nutrients are critical to our good health and that we're not getting them from our diet. So we need to make a decision. Either we dramatically change our diet, and even then, we're likely not going to be getting the nutrients we need, or we simply take a multivitamin. I make it affordable, I make it easy to use, I make it pleasant to use. But let's read some reviews, because again, this is virtually a perfectly reviewed product, but best vitamin ever. I've been taking these for years, the best. I tried all the other brands from drugstores and vitamin stores, and they all make me sick to my stomach, but not Andrew's. And I tell everyone about them. I love how Andrew shows the ingredients and compares Essential1, which I just did, to other brands. Well, of course, we look good, and the fillers they have. Maybe that is what irritates the stomach. Do you think? Thank you, Andrew. Cassie in Arizona. Not I think, I know. Right. It's a rock, swallowing a rock, it's something worth saying. Swallowing a rock is going to upset your stomach. I don't have to tell you that. Typical multivitamin, multimineral, mostly are minerals like calcium and magnesium. Calcium and magnesium, when you compress them into a dense mass, like a tablet, what did you just create? You just created a rock.
Sure.
So it's no wonder that those difficult to swallow tablets then become difficult to digest masses in our stomach that then causes discomfort or repeating on us. So it's no surprise. The surprise is just that those tablets have been made the same way for half a century or more, And now the only thing they've done is replace them with candy, with gummies, with calories and sugar and other additives. So it's really disappointing that the proper way to make a multivitamin, which is to take those nutrients, that any manufacturer who's going to be getting those nutrients gets them typically in a powdered form. They're in the perfect form to put in a capsule. But capsules are more expensive and more difficult to make. So tablets are easy to make, easy to mass produce, so that's what the contract manufacturers prefer to make, are tablets. But we'll read some more reviews here. The best multivitamin I've ever found. I've been taking the Essential1 multivitamin for several years. I've tried others, but always come back to this one. It has the things in it I want and in the correct amounts. I trust Andrew Lessman and the science behind this brand. His programs are always educational. You will believe in this vitamin if you take it a week and then miss a day. You will certainly feel the difference. From Glenda in Tennessee. Best multivitamins. It seems everyone has the same opinion. Andrew Lessman has the best multivitamins to me on the market. I like that they contain no fillers. I've been taking his multivitamins and healthy hair, skin, and nails for over 20 years. I have so much energy and I feel good. My hair grows very fast with his vitamins. My hairstylist says every time I go to her, which is every 2 weeks, my hair is longer and longer. I actually cut my bangs every 2 weeks. Andrew, don't stop making these vitamins. We'll do one more. Best multivitamins on the planet. I love Essential1 with D3. Many multivitamins upset my stomach or are horse pills, which I cannot swallow. These are the perfect size and have an incredibly high level of potency per pill. I love listening to Andrew as he is so knowledgeable on vitamins and nutrition. I say this as a chemist that works for the largest vitamin manufacturer in the world, who supply manufacturers like Andrew. So I would know. So that speaks volumes.
What more can you say? I mean, that says everything. In fact, there are over 4,000 reviews, and the majority of which are 5 stars. Right?
Well, I think not just the majority, I think approaching 90% of the reviews are 5-star reviews, and over 95% of the reviews are positive reviews. So it's a product that's almost unanimously, perfectly reviewed. And it's because we set out to make the best product in the world. I have no other goal than to make this the most unique, the best, the purest, the easiest to digest, the easiest to swallow multivitamin in the world that gives you the levels you need.
There's so many hard decisions in life. Let's make choosing the best multivitamin easy, and that's what we've done tonight. I know we only have about 3 or 4 minutes left. We are very busy. I know you're excited like we are that Andrew is in the studio with us, have returned to St. Petersburg, Florida. In person, you're shopping with us live tonight for the once-a-year value, the biggest deal on Andrew's Essential1. I won't go a day without it. Every single day I take Essential1. I've bought mine already. I bought the one with CoQ10. I'd not done that before, but I said, why not, if it combines the best of both worlds? If you'd like to do the one with CoQ10 as well, it's available at massive savings. Again, pennies per day for something that can have a big impact. And even when I take mine every day, I take mine every morning, there's a sense of well-being, there's a sense of doing something good for myself and for my body, giving me the things that perhaps I wouldn't be getting normally. I invite you to do the same. We've compared it to the other big names, the big brands, the Kirkland, the Centrum, the One A Day, the Nature's Made. You've seen the difference, the potency, the power.
But I want to show, I haven't shown this chart for a while, and one of the reviews I just read alluded to this chart that talked about there's a lot of inactive ingredients or additives that you find in the leading multivitamins. When we make our multivitamin, the things you see on the label, those are the things we blend together and then they go in a capsule. No lubricants, no flowing agents, none of the normal things to help get things in a capsule. The work is difficult to do it the way we do it, but you deserve a perfectly pure product. When you look at typical tablets, and here's Centrum Silver, One A Day, we have a few charts here.
This is good.
And then you look at artificial colors, yellow number 6, yellow 6, blue 2, red 40, starch, gelatin, that's fine if it's a capsule. Stearic acid, that's a lubricant. Maltodextrin, it's a carbohydrate. Pre-gelatinized cornstarch, modified cornstarch, butylated hydroxytoluene, otherwise known as BHT.
Wow.
Medium-chain triglycerides, magstearate, another lubricant. Crosscarmylose, crosspovidone, hypromylose, microcrystalline cellulose, polyethylene glycol, polyvinyl alcohol, polydextrose, talc, titanium dioxide.
Wow.
Again, yellow, blue, 40 gelatin, maltodextrin, dextrose, lecithin, stearic acid. Again, a long list, carnauba wax, These are Geritol. There again, M, Walgreens. It's just, when you look at the list of additional ingredients, it's shocking. And again, if you make a product as we make it, which I think if we all had the ability to make our own vitamins, kind of like home cooking, we wouldn't be putting a lot of stuff in them that wasn't necessary. So what we do, as I said before, it sounds simple, but it's actually complicated to do it well. We take only the vitamins, the minerals, the carotenoids, and that's what goes in the product. That's it. We don't add anything else. You're just getting what you want, the benefits you seek, at levels that the science supports, at levels higher than all the leading brands, and in forms that are superior to all the leading brands. So it's truly something unique.
Well, we invite you to shop. I know our presentation is wrapping up, but we see you there. hsn.com is the best way to beat the rush. Everybody obviously wanting to get in on the amazing value. With or without CoQ10, it's up to you. Without, you can get that large size for $79. With CoQ10, $159. But truly, whatever you do, at least get one of them. All right, I'm gonna head over this way because that's just part one. We have a second today's special that we want to share with you. And this time we're talking about our